Zoom Custom AI Companion provides the ability for administrators to be able to create agents to be able to offload, either automate certain workloads or augment certain parts of workloads in order to be able to improve speed or efficiency as well as quality. Meaning that if you want to create a more consistent, higher quality output on things that you're doing over and over, agents are a really great way to be able to solve for that. Let me walk you through a particular example. Now, in this case, we're going to talk through a college or a university that has a financial aid office. So in this case, we have a student by the name of Emma Johnson that has asked us for some help. Now, by simply adding the financial aid agent, I can ask questions like, what are the student details of Emma Johnson? Now, in this case, it has access to student records and can search by name or by student ID. I just happen to have Emma's name, and likely you would search by some more uniquely identifier because there could be multiple Emma Johnsons. So in this case, it's given us our student ID to show you another example of how you can search that. Instead of going to the student database, I can now go to the financial aid software tool that we use as a third-party connection. In this case, it's pulling in her student ID information and identifying the fact that she has a financial aid package here within the university. Now, from here, I can begin to ask for additional help, so some guidance. So now we're going to leverage the power of the knowledge collection that this agent has access to in order to be able to give guidance and help. So by extracting out all the information about Emma and her financial aid situation, I can begin to ask questions like, Emma's parent lost their job in the middle of the school year. How is that going to affect her current Pell Grant? Now, in this case, it'll walk us through all the information that's contained deeply within the knowledge collection, and oftentimes maybe some very important details are missed in any sort of advisory conversation with Emma and could cause some delays in her financial aid and potential some risk in her being able to maintain status as a student in this particular university. So we've gotten all this really great information, but we've got to guide Emma through a process of many manual steps that she has to take on her part. So now what we can do is actually put the agent to work. So we're going to ask the agent here, in this case, Zoom AI Companion, to create a custom document for Emma that summarizes her situation in detail and provides a background of the situation and a step-by-step guide on exactly how she should progress and move forward in terms of solving this particular financial hardship that she has. And AI Companion goes to work. It starts going through the process of looking through, again, all of her financial data that we have access to in the database, access to the knowledge collection to be able to create a step-by-step guide that's custom specifically just for Emma. And then, as you can see here, it begins the process of letting us know that it's distributed out this document. So it successfully created this document, called it this, gave a step-by-step detailed action plan, and provided some additional resources. Now, right here in the side panel, I can view that document just to make sure it's accurate. Maybe if I want to make any modifications, I can continue to prompt AI Companion to do that. We'll go ahead and click on the document, and it'll take us right to this custom document that's been created that allows us to be able to view and make any modifications or edits. I can share that document with Emma or any advisors within the team that need to provide additional insight. I can convert it and export it to a PDF and email that to her if I wish to do so. You can also do this live in this case, phone call, where I have the ability, and you can see here, to see a live transcript if I have that enabled. And you can see Emma's calling into the financial student aid office and sharing the challenge that she's facing. Now, I can actually extract out the information from this phone call just by clicking on summarize this call so far. And in this case, it's going to extract out the key insights that are being shared by Emma inside of this particular phone call. Now, this could be a Zoom meeting, it could be a Zoom phone call, entirely up to you. Now, in this case, I want to add in our apps and collections, and I want to pull in our financial aid agent. And by simply asking a question like, what are some of the student and financial aid details for this particular student, Emma in this case, to be able to help search and find the information that I need, it will go out, it'll utilize the information and the connection that we have with the student information database. It's going to pull in access to the financial aid, which is a different tool, a different database of information, and it pulls all of that data right into the side panel. So now I can pair the information about Emma's situation and her current data as far as a student record very easily by asking a question: how can we help keep Emma in school, right? Get her past this financial hardship. Now what the system is using is this phone call, the data that we're discussing here on this discussion, the student and financial aid record, plus the power of the knowledge collection that's trained on how to best process all this financial aid information. And as you can see, it gives us an immediate steps, priority number one, a 4-step process of ensuring eligibility of perhaps maybe an augmented financial aid request, as well as a longer term or priority 2 process that she needs to be thinking through. Any documentation requirements, next steps, and of course we can continue to have our AI companion generate a document just like you saw previously in order to be able to execute a step-by-step guide for Emma to be able to help her the most. I hope this helps you understand how you can leverage the power of agents inside of Zoom Custom AI Companion, leveraging both knowledge collections as well as third-party tools and access to data sources in order to be able to guide employees to be able to better help other employees or customers, or in this case, students.